Have you ever wondered what lurks in the darkest corners of our reality? Let me tell you about a clandestine organization operating in the shadows, far from the public eye. Its name is the SCP Foundation, an acronym that stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. This isn't your average organization. Its vastness reaches far beyond what you might imagine, its operations stretching across the globe and perhaps even beyond. Its secrecy is so deep, so impenetrable, that most of the world remains blissfully unaware of its existence. But what does the SCP Foundation do, you ask? The answer lies in its very name. The SCP Foundation is tasked with securing the unsecurable, containing the uncontainable, and protecting us from the unimaginable. It's a bulwark against the anomalous, the supernatural, the extraterrestrial, and the downright bizarre. Entities and objects that defy our understanding of the universe, the laws of physics, even reality itself. But we're not just talking about a handful of oddities here. The SCP Foundation's catalog stretches into the thousands, each entry a testament to a world far stranger and more terrifying than we could ever conceive. These aren't just ghost stories or tales of little green men from Mars. These are entities that can bend time, warp space, control minds, or worse. And the SCP Foundation is there, standing between us and them. Its operatives work tirelessly, often at great personal risk, to ensure that these anomalies stay locked away, that their effects on our world are minimized, that the public remains unaware and unharmed. They do this not for glory or recognition, but because it's necessary. Because if they didn't, who knows what kind of chaos might be unleashed. The SCP Foundation is steeped in layers of conspiracy, its true purpose and origins obscured even to many of its own members. But one thing is clear. It's not just about containment, it's about survival of humanity, of our world, of reality as we know it. Indeed, the SCP Foundation holds the world's darkest secrets within its walls. So what are these entities that the SCP Foundation goes to such lengths to contain? Imagine a spectrum of beings, entities, and phenomena that stretch the limits of our understanding. These range from the seemingly harmless, yet utterly inexplicable, to the unequivocally dangerous and profoundly alien. Consider a simple object, an everyday item perhaps, imbued with properties that defy the laws of physics. It might appear innocuous, even mundane, but the moment it operates outside the realm of our understanding, it becomes a subject of interest for the SCP Foundation. But not all are as harmless. There are entities that pose significant threats to our existence, entities that can manipulate time, alter reality, or even control minds. They are unpredictable, volatile, and oftentimes malevolent. Their powers are beyond comprehension, their motives inscrutable. Now let's venture further into the darkness, away from our Earth and into the cold void of space. The SCP Foundation's reach extends beyond our planet, grappling with cosmic horrors that lurk in the abyss. Imagine creatures of such immense size and power that they dwarf our sun. Entities that exist between dimensions, slipping in and out of our reality at will. These are not mere beasts or monsters. They are anomalies, aberrations of nature that challenge our very understanding of the universe. They are the unseen, the unexplained, the unfathomable. The SCP Foundation's task is monumental, their burden immense. They stand as the bulwark against these unseen horrors, the thin line that separates our world from chaos. Their mission is not just to contain these anomalies, but to understand them, to study them, to learn from them. So, as we sleep soundly in our beds, as we go about our everyday lives, remember that there are those who stand guard, who face the darkness, the unknown, the unimaginable. They are our unseen protectors, our silent sentinels. These are not the stuff of nightmares, but of realities hidden from our view. Let's delve deeper into the hidden vaults of the SCP Foundation. Picture a world beyond your wildest nightmares, where the ordinary twists into the extraordinary, where the known laws of reality are bent, shattered, and remade. This is the realm of the SCPs, the anomalous entities and objects under the Foundation's unyielding scrutiny. Take, for example, SCP-096, the Shy Guy. This humanoid entity, while mostly docile, becomes a relentless force of destruction when someone views its face, even in photographs. It will stop at nothing to reach the viewer, obliterating anything in its path. The containment procedures for this SCP are stringent and rightly so. Imagine the havoc it could wreak if it were to escape. Then there's SCP-173, the sculpture. This animate statue can only move when unobserved, snapping the necks of those who dare to blink in its presence. Its containment relies heavily on constant observation, a blink-and-you're-dead situation. The potential for disaster is chillingly clear. And let's not forget SCP-682, the hard-to-destroy reptile. This large, seemingly indestructible creature possesses a hatred for all life, making it one of the most dangerous SCPs. Its containment requires a specially designed cell, but even the slightest breach could result in an unstoppable killing spree. These are but a few examples of the anomalies the SCP Foundation deals with daily. Each one presents unique challenges, each one holds the potential for cataclysmic consequences. But it's not just about containment. The SCP Foundation also aims to understand these anomalies, to decipher their origins, their purposes, their powers. It's a daunting task, one that requires a delicate balance of curiosity and caution, of science and secrecy. So, as we delve into these case files, let's remember, the SCP Foundation isn't just a warehouse for the world's horrors. It's a bulwark against the unknown, a shield protecting us from the unthinkable. And these are but a few of the countless anomalies under the Foundation's careful watch. But what else lies beneath the surface of this clandestine organization? Let's delve into the murky waters of conspiracy theories that surround the SCP Foundation. Theories abound, spun by curious minds who've dared to question the normalcy that the Foundation so fiercely guards. Some whisper about secret alliances with alien races, while others murmur about time travel experiments and alternate realities. Unsettling, isn't it? But let's not get lost in the labyrinth of speculation. Let's focus on what we know, or rather what we don't know. For instance, the enigmatic O5 Council. This governing body, the apex of the Foundation's hierarchy, is shrouded in secrecy. The identities of its members are unknown, their numbers uncertain. Some say there are 13, others insist there are more. Who are they? Where do they come from? Their anonymity only deepens the mystery. This secrecy extends to the Foundation's operations. Information is compartmentalized, with only a select few privy to the full scope of the Foundation's activities. This structure is designed to protect, to preserve normalcy. But at what cost? Let's consider the Foundation's ruthlessness in achieving its goals. The containment of these supernatural entities often involves actions that, in any other context, would be unthinkable, unethical even. Innocent lives are risked, and sometimes sacrificed. This cold pragmatism is chilling, a stark reminder of the lengths the Foundation will go to in its mission. And yet it's this very ruthlessness that keeps us safe, that keeps the world turning as we know it. It's a paradox, a conundrum wrapped in an enigma. It makes us question the very nature of morality, of right and wrong. In the shadows of the SCP Foundation, nothing is as it seems. The line between fact and fiction blurs, and we're left grappling with the unknown. The only certainty is uncertainty. And in this world of secrets and lies, that's the most terrifying truth of all. What would happen if the SCP Foundation's control slipped just for a moment? Picture this. Imagine a world where the unimaginable becomes reality. A world where the SCP Foundation, the very entity tasked with securing, containing, and protecting us from the unseen horrors, loses its grasp on the countless unknown entities it holds captive. This is a world where the ticking time bomb of a containment breach is not just a possibility, but a terrifying certainty. You see, the SCP Foundation isn't just a prison for the supernatural, or a zoo for alien creatures. It's a dam holding back a flood of chaos, a flood that could wash over our reality in an instant. And what happens when a dam breaks? It's not just a trickle of water that escapes, but a torrent of destruction that engulfs everything in its path. Now, imagine that destruction isn't water, but an array of entities that defy our understanding of the natural world. Creatures that can manipulate time, warp space, control minds, or even end existence itself. The mere thought of such power running unchecked is enough to make your blood run cold. But it's not just the physical threats we have to worry about. What about the SCPs that can't be seen or touched? the ones that exist in the corners of our minds, whispering dark thoughts and influencing our actions without us even knowing. These are the unseen threats, the silent predators that could be lurking anywhere, at any time. Consider the fear, the uncertainty, the chaos that would ensue. Our reality would become a playground for these entities, and we would be nothing more than pawns in their game, victims of a war we can't even begin to understand. But what if I told you there's an SCP entity that has already escaped, and it could be anywhere, even right behind you?